Welcome to the video tutorial of WhQuestions. My name is Barbara Fernandez. I am a speech-language pathologist. I am the designer, the developer of this app that's published by Smarty, and you can download it on the App Store simply by searching WhQuestions or by searching Smarty. To get started on WhQuestions, let's go ahead and select a new
one
game.
or multiple players.
You see here that I have John already there. If you want to edit John, you can click on that green button, change his name and put John F. And then, or you can add your own player. I'm going to go ahead and add myself here. Let's see what I'm feeling like looking today. Let's do her and let's put Barbara. Save. I'm going to select Barbara, and I see that John had an issue with his avatar. I'm going to go ahead and select a new avatar for John. Now I have Barbara and John. I can start an activity with just Barbara and click Next. There are two options here. I can speak my answers or I can select my answers. On Speak My Answers,
where do you put toothpaste?
It is designed for students to actually verbally tell the answers. Where do you put your toothpaste? And they have to verbalize on the toothbrush. You can use the voice recorder here, allow access to recording and get them to answer, and then you can play back so they can listen to that response. You as the adult can mark correct.
When do you go swimming?
You can always swipe.
Who drives buses?
To skip a question. Let's go ahead and show you
Select one or multiple players.
What Select My Answer is. Select My Answer. You will see all the answers here. Answer types are already selected. If you tap on them to deselect.
Who takes care of animals at the zoo?
A zookeeper, a dentist, a police officer.
So now instead of the child having to come up with her own questions, they will select an option from the answer choices below. Obviously, the receptive portion is easier because they have answer choices with samples of how to answer that question. You typically work on that prior to working on expressive. As the child masters this level, you can go and allow them to come up with the answers on their own.
When do you turn off your lights?
When you enter a room. When everyone has left a room. When you are looking for something.
I will show you a few things here on the settings which allow you to customize the app to the specific child. If you have a student that is working on auditory comprehension instead of reading, we're going to turn off that display reading questions so that whenever he goes to the
Where
questions,
are the clouds?
He has to actually
in the ocean,
listen to the
in
question.
the sky, in a cave.
Now, speak questions can be turned off. We put back display written questions for students that are working on reading skills. So they can read the question and they can read the answer instead of having the questions and answer choices read to them. Now for students that feel overstimulated with the transition sounds that bling every time they get it correct, you can turn it off. And also for students that you are wanting to work on discussing and exploring that image more, you can turn off automatically going to the next. So that as they answer the question correctly, it's not going to go to the next, it's going to stay here so that you guys can even ask more questions about that picture. You can use that stimulus of that image to ask things like, what is he feeling? What kind of letter do you think that is? If he's happy, maybe he's sending a happy letter to somebody. Where do you think he's at? Is he in the house? Is he outside? So you can explore other types of WhQuestions with that same image as you turn off that transition. I'm going to show you a final thing, which is
Tap on
the
a student's
results. This is the results for John. The app is tracking how he is progressing in working on these different WhQuestions. And this is Barbara's results. You can see where she got the answers correct, and she's 100% accurate on both where and who questions, but she hasn't yet practiced why, how, when, and what questions. This
is a teacher's restricted area.
With the adults, with a family member, or with therapists. So if you're a therapist, you want to share this results with the family, you can click share and you can enter the email of the parents. If you're a parent, if you want to share these answers and this progress with the therapist, you can also share that on an email. So that was it for WH Questions. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and I hope you enjoy it.